Welcome to the EatMyUke ukulele channel, where today we are learning to play Unbearably White by Vampire Weekend. So let's waste no more time and get into it. This is a really cool arrangement, as although it's super short, you're actually utilising a lot of techniques. We've got chords that we're just going to be strumming, then chords that will be playing a bit more intensely, and then we've got this slide here. So, a lot of things combined that just make it a little bit more dynamic and interesting. So, let's start. That first chord, which is an A flat 7. What you're doing is using your first finger on the 2nd fret, second finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, third finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and just giving that a little strum. Then you're lifting your bottom finger off and hitting that open A string, then hitting that 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So you get this. Then you're moving on to A sharp major, which is this. Alright, and you want to bar the 1st fret, the bottom 3 strings. Barring is just using one finger to hit all the frets across the strings, and you just kind of pinch the neck a little bit. Not crush it, just pinch it. Then you're using your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. And when you play that, you want to play it suddenly, quickly, because it's kind of going to dead it and just make sure you end it there and give you enough time to get to the next section. And to do that, you just kind of want to lift the pressure off the strings a little bit, like that. Instead of just letting it ring out, and don't just lift them off. You just want to lift them off a little bit to just relieve the pressure. All right, then that's going to give you enough time to move on to this next bit, which is the slide. And you're pretty much sliding into this chord. So to help you get prepared, you want to start on that chord here and just slide the whole thing up. So that is barring the 3rd fret, the bottom 3 strings, and using your 2nd finger on the 3rd string of the 4th fret. Right, and you're just plucking that 2nd string and sliding it up to the 5th. Like that. And then, starting from the bottom up, you're just hitting them 3 strings. Simple. Alright, so combining them together, you'd get this. Then you're moving on to 2 more chords, and they're real simple. Because you're already barred that already, you're just moving it all up a string on the 5th fret using your 1st finger and just strumming it, then moving to the 3rd. And again, you kind of want to give it that deadness, the quickness. But the 3rd, you want to let that ring out. You can even strum it softly like that and just let the notes pick out each note, because you've got a little bit of time here just to let it smooth off into the next section. Something else I do to keep the rhythm flowing is add this little snare in. And that's just gonna not give you as long of a silence in between switching to the next bit, and it's just gonna kind of just keep it flowing. Alright, so let's play all of that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the next bit. Now we're playing this C minor chord, which is barring all the 3rd fret, using your 1st finger, and using your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string. And what we're going to do is a strumming pattern of down, down, up, like this. And on that last strum, again, you just want to dead that chord, just make it stop. Because we're going to move on to this, which is a G minor. And that is open on the top string, second string, second fret, second finger. Third string is your third finger on the third fret. And then fourth string is your first finger on the first fret. And that chord you want to strum out. So combining them, you'd have. And what I do to give it, oh god, itchy nose. To give it more of like an interesting sound is I'll use my fingernail playing that C minor, just so it sounds a bit harsh, and then switch to my thumb, just to strum that out, and it just softens it a little bit. And that little change in sound is just going to make your arrangement way more interesting, because it just sounds different. And it's real minor, and a lot of people might not even notice it, but being able to switch sounds like that in your arrangements definitely just puts you that little, just notches you up like a little bit. So that is everything you need to know, because after we've strummed that G minor, we're just repeating that. And that's it. That's the end of the arrangement. You then go back and just repeat everything you just learned, like this. Alright, so let's play through it a few times, starting really slow, and then we'll play it at the speed at which you want to be aiming for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the speed at which you want to be aiming to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's that, Unbearably White by Vampire Weekend on the ukulele. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. As I said last week, I'm trying to do arrangements that just push you a little bit more than what you generally find on YouTube. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and appreciate that. Please let me know down below if you've got any advice, anything I'm doing that you'd rather not see or that you want to see more of. I'm really trying to make these tutorials the best they can be. And your advice is, well, very important because you're the ones watching it. So if you could do that for me, I would very much appreciate it. If you're new around here, please feel free to subscribe for some more in the future. If you want to learn some more Vampire Weekend songs, I upload the tabs for every part of the medley that I do during the week on my website EatMyUke Premium. You can also get the backing tracks for every song too. So there's a link down below if you want to join up on that, and I'll see you next week for more tutorials and arrangements on the ukulele. Peace!